Hello and welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on Fox. This is the last race on Fox until Sonoma. We will be heading over to FX for the next couple of races. And one car doing a burnout out of pit road, as you can see, smoke screening everyone behind. That was Chris Mack getting a little excited before the race started. He likes to do that. Not anything different. But Kevin Harvick is your pole sitter here at Richmond, and last season this got pretty chaotic with everyone's ratings being equal, as we have one car blowing up. That's Brendan gone before the race even starts. He's got the car smoking here, but yeah, hopefully with the ratings being set for each driver, this will be different. Enough talking. The green flag is out, and we're racing here at Richmond. I forgot the name of the track for a second. Hold on. Sorry, I was changing camera angles. Anyways, Kevin Harvick out of turn 2 for the first time, heading down the backstretch and into turn 3. And he's going to lead the first lap here today. And we already have a caution. So, let's see what that's all about. Where is it? What's this all about? Alright, well, we're gonna have to find it the hard way here, but I can't get the game bar to come up? Really? Hold on. Jeez, there we go. Okay, so let me make sure everything is right with the settings. Everything is. Sorry about that. Should have did that before the video. So, watching the pace car here. There's Brendan gone on pit road with his engine issues. Or, not engine, but just mechanical issues that seem to be taking him out of the race for the moment here. So we're watching the pace car. There it is. And oh, it was a wreck on the backstretch. Terry Labonte with a little bit of rear end damage. Not too severe, but did shorten the rear end a bit. Round he went into the inside wall, collecting Sterling Marlin in the 40. Not how they wanted their days to go here, or night to go here. It's not really off to a great start. It's not, damage isn't too bad on those cars. It will probably affect them a little bit, but it's a short track, so shouldn't be too bad. I reluctantly said short track because Richmond technically isn't a short track. But getting ready for the drop of the green flag once again, as we skip through the caution. And my keyboard, or my mouse, just lagged for a second. It didn't. I had like input lag there. But the pace car makes the hard left turn on the pit road. Kevin Harvick coming out of turn 4 to drop at a green flag, and we are going to crank it up here on this restart. We are back with the commentary here as Chris Mack is on the outside trying to hold off Matt Kenseth. They're 3 wide behind him. Kenseth clears the 86. Mac was falling back for a little bit, not really strong on these restarts here. Once we get a long run going, things might change, but on the restarts, he is not very fast. He's trying his best to hold on to as many spots as he can here. Drives it in way deep, gets sideways as he tries to drive it in on the high side. He's going to cut back down low, gets a good run out of turn 2. Now dives to the inside of Kenseth, side by side through 3 and 4. The 86 and the 17. And Kenseth is going to clear him. Here comes Tony Stewart to the inside of that number 86 machine. Mac didn't drive it in as hard that time. Going to let him clear. Back to the inside. He's got a good run off of turn 2. Doesn't quite get close enough to try and make a move. Stewart, meanwhile, looking to make a pass on Matt Kenseth here. Chris Mack just trying to get his feet under him here. Or I should say his wheels under him. That would make more sense. So we're watching cars. Further up, Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson side by side. Johnson pretty dominant here this season. 3 wins already. The only driver to repeat so far, other than Dale Jr. I think. I don't quote me on that. I don't know. Chris Mack with another run. Looks to the inside. Stewart dives down to the bottom and around he goes. Off the nose of that 86. Up into the outside wall. And the yellow flag comes out. Your leader is still Kevin Harvick as he edged out Mark Martin coming to the line there. There's another look at your race back to the yellow flag. Harvick did not get a good turn 4 exit. Martin was coming with a run, but the caution came out. Had that happened a lap later, Mark Martin would have lost the lead, or excuse me, been in the lead. We're gonna skip through the caution laps now, getting ready to drop the green flag once again here. Kevin Harvick still leads here from Richmond after a very timely caution. Saves him there. And Chris Mack, Tony Stewart not happy with each other over the radio. Stewart believes that was Chris's fault. Chris believes he was there. And as the green flag goes back through the air, we're going to go back and take a look at the replay and see what happened between Tony Stewart and Chris Mack to bring out that last caution. That's not a good angle of it. Alright, we're going to go on board with the 86. So he's a little bit further back there, but Stewart kind of had a wide entry heading into the corner. He was following Kenseth's line, but you see where he is. He's still up pretty high next to the wall entering the corner. It's not really... He's kind of got a late arc going there. He was driving down to the bottom. A lot of drivers are doing that here today. They're not... You see how Chris was already making his move for the bottom. Stewart kind of reacts to that and jerks it to the left, and I mean, I'd say that's a racing incident more on Chris Mack's part, because obviously Stewart wasn't expecting him to be down there, but I mean, yeah, that was very aggressive, but he wasn't gonna just lay back there. He wasn't there yet, but he would have been there, and if Stewart would have held his line up high, that probably wouldn't have resulted in the wreck if he knew he was there. But Stewart had no idea that he was down there. That's what brought out the caution. Meanwhile, we're under green flag conditions at the moment, and Tony Stewart, Chris Mack's dropping like a rock right now on these old tires. Tony Stewart has already worked back up through the field. Didn't lose too many spots due to the race back, but man, currently your fastest lap goes to the 19 of Jeremy Mayfield. And Stewart and Max next to the track, or next to each other on the track right now. Chris Mack gonna just kind of open the door for Tony. Nope, never mind, he shut the door on him. It's a good run out of the corner. Kind of running away from Tony Stewart, it seems. A good run down the backstretch on the 0 of Ward Burton. Couldn't quite get there. Touches the apron a little bit. Here comes Kurt Busch underneath Stewart to take that position. And now looking underneath Chris Mack. And Stewart on the bottom as well. Gotta believe he's hunting down that 86 driver. Oh, and a door bang to the 0. Not sure what that was all about. I must have missed something. But Chris Mack not happy with something that happened between Ward Burton. Look at Kurt Busch all over the bumper of that 0 car heading down the front straightaway. Ward Burton not getting any help here today. Not making friends, it seems. And Chris Mack just rocketed around the top. Through 1 and 2 that time. Trying to hold it. And he's going to clear the 0. And look at this big pack of cars here. Meanwhile, out in front, your leader, the 24 of Jeff Gordon. And that Rainbow Warrior machine. So we scroll down through the running order on the ticker. Back up to the top, and now looking at a few battles on the track here and there. Chris Mack goes high. Tony Stewart falling back. Mack with the crossover underneath Kurt Busch. They get very close to each other, but he keeps it off of that 97. Gonna try to keep his momentum up down the front straightaway. Kurt Busch goes down the racetrack a little bit. They touch there. Chris yields this position. And look at Kurt go underneath Ken Schrader. And now Chris Mack to the back bumper of Ken Schrader. Schrader just kind of sitting duck, kind of off the pace here. He is on the lead lap, but he's just not up to speed, it seems. Something possibly going wrong with that car. Oh, the 86 very loose off a turn 2. Somehow saves it. Jimmy Johnson all over his bumper. He's going to turn him just about. Would have been bad. Their car is right behind them. They're almost around the mid-pack area. Or they are around the mid-pack area. Chris Mack on the high side. What is he doing? He thought about trying to squeeze in there, it looked. And here comes Tony Stewart to his inside. Mack is very tight up the racetrack out of turn 4, so no conflict between those two. At least not yet, anyways. Chris Mack has some right side damage that might be affecting him a little bit. He did get up into the outside wall a couple of times when we were looking at the replay. Now here comes Ward Burton with another shot to the back bumper of that 86. Let's go back and take a look at what happened between those two drivers and what caused Chris Mack to door bang Ward Burton in the 0 a few laps ago. See right here, this is the door slam I was talking about. What was that all about? Something must have happened a few laps earlier. So we watch along here. Oh, here it is. He's there, and Ward just drives down the racetrack like he isn't about gets himself turned, and that checked everyone up. So now I see why they were upset with each other. Meanwhile, we did miss a few laps of green flag racing. I apologize for that, but out in front, it's just all Jeff Gordon, really. Jeremy Mayfield dealing with lap traffic. Hermie Sattler gets up out of the way. Ryan Newman's in third, having a good run here today as well. Same dominant cars aren't up into the top 10 here today. I mean, Kurt Busch has won a race this season, and Jamie McMurray has been consistently running up front, but this is a pretty big change this weekend. Look at Johnny Sauter in the 30. the rookie Johnny Sauter, driving the 30 car this year, up inside the top 10. Remember, Johnny Sauter actually replaced Buckshot Jones in the 09 car for the rest of the season after that horrible accident at Atlanta that ended his career. 86 of Chris Mack, the 9 of Casey Kane, side by side down the front straightaway. Kane tries to send it on the high side and clear the 86 driver there, side by side, still down the back straightaway, down into turn 3 once again. Now down the front stretch, Chris Mack noses him out at the line, and this is a battle for 18th. And he's going to clear him this time. Struggling on these old tires. Looks like he might be starting to get back on it, though. Might have gotten the grip here. Now to the back bumper. Michael Waltrip looks at the inside. He's going to back out pretty early. Doesn't want another driver chopping his nose and possibly causing them to both wreck. Gonna try it again. Oh! Something broke! Something just broke. You saw the car just snap to the left the second he went to the brake pedal, and around he goes into the outside wall with the rear end of the car. Caution is out. And something just broke. I'm not sure what that was. He's still rolling here. But the yellow flag is out. The race back to the line was won by Jeff Gordon. And Chris Mack just trying to get around the pit road at this point. The car's still sliding. Yeah, something is not right. Let's go back and take a look, but something just broke as he headed down into turn 1. He gets onto the brakes and then immediately snaps and comes around on him. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. And lucky for Michael Waltrip, he wasn't involved in it. But at the moment of impact with the outside wall, he was still going about 60 miles an hour with the rear end of the car, and that crunched it in. Pretty big impact with the rear end of the car up into the outside wall. I've never seen anything like that. We're gonna go on board with that 86 driver. So we take another look at it here from this angle. We're gonna go on board with Chris Mack and see just what he saw in all of this. Let's see if we can hear something pop or anything like that. No. I didn't hear anything at all. I don't know what it could have been. He hits the brakes and it just comes around on him. I mean, there was no warning or anything. It just snapped, and unfortunately, when it looked like he was having a good run and finally about to climb his way back up through the field, something let go. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe a brake problem. But very strange to see the car just snap. And I mean, we have an onboard camera with Michael Waltrip. We'll be going on board with him as well here. But man, that was very just strange as the car just snapped. Looks inside and then into the wall he goes. And he was just along for the ride at that point. He held the brakes as hard as he possibly could, but there was nothing he could do. As we go back to watching our leader here. That had to be a helpless feeling for Chris Mack. He's still in the event, but man, a wild ride. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Green flag is back out. We do have a few lap cars starting at the front of the field. As Derek Cope and Hermie Sadler that were put a lap down before the caution came out. But they shouldn't be too much to maneuver around. Chris Mack, the cause of the caution, at the tail end of the field, he's still in this event. So whatever broke and caused him the wreck seems to either be fixed or not too severe, but man, I'm still not sure what that was. It just snapped around on him. Meanwhile, contact in front of him, Dale Jr., who had a penalty on pit road and went to the tail end of the field on the restart, about turned the 22 of Scott Wimmer. Ryan Newman still having a solid run here today, up into the top 5. Top 3 really is on the podium so far, but Mark Martin's right there behind him challenging for this spot, so that could change in a second. But at the moment he's in 3rd place, having a good run. Nice strong run here today for the Rocket Man. He tries to hold off Mark Martin. I believe the caution has come out, and Chris Mack is destroyed. What happened here? The 86 driver has damage all over. We're going to have to take a look at what just happened here. There's another car involved in it as well. I believe it was the 15 of Michael Waltrip. Was it? No. Oh my goodness, he was upside down. Dale Jr. They're 3 wide, avoiding a slower car, and that issue just, oh my goodness. And he rides the wall, stays on his side, and then it just slowly rolls. Another bad accident for Chris Mack here. But he went head on it outside wall pretty hard. And it's pretty slow getting out of the car. He is moving, thank goodness, under his own power, but just a hard crash. And let's see, he gets into the corner, it immediately slides once again. So whatever that issue was comes back. I'm not sure if he's hitting the brake pedal too hard, or if there's something wrong with the setup, like the brake bias, but man, look at the way he just rode the wall. And then it straightens out right here. It looks like it's gonna come back down, but the wheels just ride the wall a little bit longer. Looks like it's coming down right here. The momentum shifts and up and over. Wild wreck for Chris Mack as he rolls. Then the caution wasn't out yet, so they're racing back to the line now, and oh no, oh boy, this is not gonna end well. Oh, Robbie Gordon and Dale Jarrett with heavy damage. Another car gets turned. Michael Waltrip. Oh, big hit for Mikey. Terry Labonte, Sterling Marlin. There's Joe Nemechek with damage. Multiple cars getting torn up on the race back here. So a tough break for Chris Mack, a tough break for a lot of guys here. Things are just going wrong here at Richmond, but we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on Fox, as there's a lot more cars a lap down now after what just happened. But so far, up until this last caution, it was a pretty calm race here at Richmond. One caution, and another caution coming out changed all of that. We had a big pile up on the front straightaway on the race back to the line. Chris Mack rolled on this roof. His car is still running, so he's still out on the track right now, actually. But look at him on the apron, slow. Just gonna get out of the way, running his own race, letting everybody go by. He's just trying to collect a few more positions and retire the car at this point. He's not trying to gain anything. He's trying to pass the people that have already. And we got trouble contact on the back straightaway. Dale Jr. goes around and look out. Oh, big hit. Oh no. Scott Wimmer with nowhere to go as Dale Jr. came back down the racetrack, and he gets collected in it. Scott Riggs swerves to avoid Jr., but runs right into the back of Elliott Sattler, and there's Michael Waltrip as well getting caught up in it. Oh man, you hate to see it. So Chris Mack stays out on track because he wants to gain those spots now. There's for sure going to be people taken out of the race from that. He was just about to park it as well. He was on pit road and everything. But caution came out and he stayed out. Gonna take a quick break as he drops to the back. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for the drop of the green after this. And Jeff Gordon is going to lead the funny lap. And we are back here as Jeff Gordon just led the funny lap here at Richmond International Raceway. Getting ready to start things once again. Got a lot less lap traffic to deal with here. Only 3 lap cars restarting on the inside. Green flag is back out. We're racing once again here at Richmond. And look at the restart Mark Martin got as he pulls right up to the back bumper of Jeremy Mayfield, but has nowhere to go with that run. And Mayfield gonna stay on the high side to avoid this lap traffic. Mark Martin went low to try to get by, but didn't work. He was hoping the lap cars will be a little bit faster through the corners, but not the case. Derek Cope proceeds to drop back. Hermie Sattler holding up Kurt Busch. Look at Rusty Wallace, your defending champion of the series, on the bottom here. One car exiting pit road. That's the 25 of Brian Vickers. 19 at Jeremy Mayfield as well. Catching the leader, or at least trying to. Jeff Gordon has led a good amount of laps here today, but I believe Mayfield might be a tad bit faster. He did hold the fastest lap of the race at one point during a long run. But Jeff Gordon is now holds the fastest lap. More recent laps these are not my laps, never mind. Or these are my laps, not Mayfield's laps, so never mind. But he is falling back a little bit, but don't count him out here, because on these long runs he seems to find some speed. But Jeff Gordon has a pretty good short run car and all the clean air in the world, so he's gonna pull away a little bit here on this restart. Meanwhile, mid-pack is where everything is going down here. There are cars everywhere. Some on the lead lap, some are lapped. Brian Vickers just came out of pit road. He's on the high side. Not sure if he's letting people by or not, but it's definitely causing problems for some lead lap cars here. Chris Mack did finally pull it off the track and exit the race. Brian Vickers is only a lap down, so he'll be battling Sterling Marlin and the other people for position pretty soon here. I believe he's already caught and passed Derek Cope. Now we have a battle between teammates brewing here. Kurt Busch and Matt Kenseth battling for position, and well, there's another teammate right in front of them. So Roush Racing is kind of cruising around out there mid-pack. Wait, no, that's top 10. Okay, Roush Racing with four of their five cars in the top 10. All five cars inside the top 15 as Jeff Burton runs 15th place. But I believe he just got passed by someone back there. Ken Schrader does have a bit of rear end damage as well to that 49 machine. So, by the way, I apologize if you hear the fan in the background. I'm pretty sure I don't even... Oh, we got trouble. The 50 car around and a big crash up and over Derek Cope. And he's on his roof. So that's going to bring out another caution for sure. Derek Cope on his lid. And I was just about to say that by this point you probably know why I have the fan on all the time in all of these videos already, but Derek Cope goes for a wild ride here at Richmond. Something happened to that car for sure. He just started slowing down right in front of Kyle Petty. They had nowhere to go. Something broke for sure. I think the engine might have expired there. And then Kevin Harvick with nowhere to go slides in as he's trying to avoid. Turns hard left to try to get by it. And your pole sitter gets completely destroyed in this wreck. Cope gets a small hit to the door, which was enough to send him up and over. And then look at the 09 and the 41 making contact down on the bottom of the racetrack. Sterling Marlin was hoping and praying as he got through that. As he flew right through the middle of it. So we go on board now with Kevin Harvick here, who's just trying to work his way back up through the field. Wow. Let's go on board with the 45 of Kyle Petty, who was right behind Cope as it happened. Cope is a lap car having issues right in front of the leaders. And man, we do have an onboard angle with Casey Mears in the 41 as well. Let's see what he saw. Nothing he could do. He got as low as he could, but it wasn't low enough. So Derek Cope gets up on his roof here at Richmond. I'll tell you what, this has been a wild race here. But caution flag is out. And we'll be right back after this. And we're back, and we're getting ready to start things once again here at Richmond. Brian Vickers on the inside. It's now a lap down. So is Kevin Harvick and a few other cars that were involved in that wreck. By the way, I apologize if the track is doing that glitch with the shadows disappearing and reappearing. I'm not really sure how to fix that, but it is what it is, really. Can't do anything about it. As of right now, it looks fine, but just in case. Brian Vickers gonna probably hold up the field for his teammate as Jimmy Johnson works his way into second place. He was running outside of the top 10 earlier today, and now in second place with a chance to fight his teammate once again for the lead and the win. So Johnson always manages to find a way to get out in front here. Jeremy Mayfield falling back, has to deal with Brian Vickers on his outside. Vickers not making it easy for him, but has to give up the spot to Jeremy Mayfield. Vickers just trying to hold up the pack and let his teammates pull away. Probably Hendrick Motorsports strategy or something. Team orders, I should say. Oh my goodness, look at this huge pack, and we got two going up into the outside wall. The caution comes out once again. Jeff Gordon, your leader. Tony Stewart and Ken Schrader just went up into the outside wall. I knew that wasn't going to end well the second I saw it. Jeff Gordon won the race back, and now let's look at what happened. They just bounced off of each other. That's Jeff Green in the 43. Made a little bit of contact as well, and up the track they both went, slapping the outside wall with the rear ends of their cars. But they already had damage, so it's not going to make a difference. Anyways, green flag is back out. Racing once again here at Richmond. Brian Vickers doing the same thing he did last time. His Hendrick teammates go by, and the rest of the field has to manage the lap traffic. Hermie Sattler is about to get turned. Mark Martin's about to get turned. This is not going to end well. Something's about to happen. I have the feeling. Their cars just all over each other's bumpers here on the straightaways. There's no need for that, and Hermie Sattler, there's really nowhere he can go, but he's got cars on his bumper. They want him to get out of the way somehow, some way, but you can't just pull over and let people by, because he's also racing for his own positions. So they're kind of in a tough spot. But here comes Jeff Burton to the inside. Contact with Sattler almost caused a wreck on the front straightaway. And look at this, 4 Roush cars right there with each other in this little pack. Kansas just finally goes to the high side. He's had enough of trying to move the O2 off of the bottom. With the 99 and the 97, Kurt Busch and Jeff Burton are stuck behind the one car blowing up back there. And it's Kevin Harvick. The 29 is smoking as he heads down the back straightaway. The car still under power here as he coasts to pit road, slowly getting the car back around to the pits. He's going to get it off the racetrack, so thank goodness for that. But that could have been a lot worse because he was in front of a lot of cars as that happened. Jimmy Johnson catching Jeff Gordon. But look at this, 3 wide in a turn 1. 3 heavily damaged race cars are 3 wide here. Coming out of turn 2, this is going to get tight, boys. Look out. Still 3. Still 3. Contact being made. There's still 3. And they finally sort that out. Meanwhile, out in front, battle for the lead heating up, and we are within 20 to go here. So we're getting down to the end. Things might start getting aggressive. These two Hendrick teammates, Jeff Gordon has been pretty strong all season. Jimmie Johnson has 3 wins though, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. But these two are pretty much even with each other all season. Jimmie Johnson has the wins, but Jeff Gordon's been right there every race. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Can Jeff Gordon hold off Jimmie Johnson, or will Jimmie find a way to get past his Hendrick teammate as we come to 14 to go? Ryan Newman is back up in the 3rd place after getting by Jeremy Mayfield, and Mark Martin trying to run down Mayfield here in that Viagra number 6 Ford. Is that a Ford Taurus? I forgot what model it is. I don't know. Let me check that. It is a Taurus. Okay. Alright, so looks like Gordon might be pulling away a little bit. Maybe Johnson eased off just a little bit here, trying to save whatever he has left with his tires, if he has anything left. But as of right now, it looks like Jeff Gordon is pulling away and might be sealing the deal here. As we come to 10 laps to go, this time by. Here we are at the line, 10 to go. Jeff Gordon just needs to run a few more strong, solid laps here. Can't take it too easily because Jimmie Johnson is still right there within a second. This could go either way as we have lap traffic coming up as well. Sterling Marlin in the 40. It's right there in front of Jeff Gordon. Will he make it easy for him? Looks like he will. Gordon goes to the inside, but checked up big time, and I believe that's going to allow Jimmie Johnson to almost get to his inside there. Not sure why Gordon stayed behind him for so long, but I believe caution. No, caution is not out. Alright, they were slowing down like the caution was out. Or something. Like, I didn't know what Jeff was doing, but Jimmie Johnson is right there now with 6 laps to go here from Richmond. Things are about to get exciting, so we have more lap traffic coming up. Jeff Gordon tries to dive low. Casey Mears is still right there and out of turn 4. Jimmie Johnson looking to the inside, and this is not what Jeff Gordon needed as he gets held up by the 41 of Casey Mears. Johnson gets past, and now Jimmie Johnson looking at getting his 4th win on the season. Or is it his 4th? I don't even know. He's won so many times. I've recorded so many videos, I'm starting to lose track at this point. But Jeff Gordon looked to have it in the bag, but here comes Jimmie Johnson to take another win from him with 4 laps to go. Now, will these lap cars up here make a difference? We're about to find out, but I wouldn't count that 24 out quite yet, because Jimmy Johnson has to deal with some lap cars up here as he goes into turn 1. Hermie Sadler gonna make things easy for Jimmy Johnson. Stays up out of the way. Will he do the same for Jeff Gordon here? Hopefully he does. He will not, as he drives right down to the bottom. Gordon gets his nose in there, so doesn't make it too difficult either. But 2 laps to go for Jimmy Johnson, and he's got about half a second over his teammate at the line there. And now here comes Kyle Petty. Petty looks like he's going to try to run the middle through 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. Johnson has to check up big time as he comes to the white flag. One more time around for Jimmy Johnson. Is that it for Jeff Gordon? I believe it is. Down the backstretch for the final time, Jimmy Johnson once again. What a dominant season it's been so far for him. He comes out of 4 and he's going to win here at Richmond. So Jeff Gordon is going to get robbed of another victory by his teammate Jimmy Johnson here, who wins yet another race. What a race, what a season it's been for Jimmy. And these two are neck and neck in points as well. So it'll be an interesting points battle. But Jimmy Johnson wins here from Richmond. And that's going to do it for this video. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. Hope to see you guys next time. And until then, peace.